Good morning and welcome to today's Warrior Shoutout, where we'll spotlight achievements happening around Thompson. So let's start off with the Veterans Day program that was on Friday. That was awesome.
It was, just again, keeping with tradition, our students do such a fantastic job with that. Our JROTC students coordinated it so well, and then of course our madrigals and our wind ensemble performances were great. All the way around, it was coordinated and organized so well. We had a great group of visitors with veterans. Over 80 veterans and family members were in attendance on Friday. A very special day, and I have to really give a big shout out to our students as well. They did an amazing job, just so respectful, and when you have over 2,000 students in attendance, that's nothing short of amazing. You certainly don't get that everywhere, so great job to our students.
Yeah, that was definitely a great way to honor them. And then even later that night, we had the football game where we got to go to playoffs, and Marching Southern Sounds performed there, and they've been doing so great.
They've had a fantastic season just on the field at halftime, but also in their competitions.
Yes.
That Pell City, at Alex City, which are two huge competitions. They did a great job, but and they took all the awards, short of maybe one or two. So they were definitely made their presence known as an elite band in our state, and they had a great season. But the Jacksonville State Contest of Champions is where they really showed out, because they finished second overall
that's so awesome.
amongst all the bands that were there. And we're talking bands from all over the Southeast were there, but coming in second, which is their highest placement so far, and I mean they just continue to grow and become more successful as the band program just continues to evolve and become one of not only the state's best bands, but also I think in our
nationally.
Yes, absolutely.
And not even just to mention Marching Southern Sounds, our football game on Friday against Florence, we had such a big show out for having such cold weather.
We did. We had a great turnout, and I was even very pleased with Florence and what they brought. I mean, this is their first time in 7A, so they're excited about coming to the metro area and playing a great team that we have. And I spoke with a lot of the people from Florence, and they were excited to be there. But hey, our football team did a phenomenal job.
Yes,
they dominated the game, and just what we were expecting. And so now it's on to this upcoming Friday, which is a big rematch coming up.
Hewitt-Traskville.
That's right.
And so tell me a little bit about what our bowling team has been up to.
Our bowling team has started off their season in really just dominating fashion as well. They've had 3 matches so far, and winning all 3 on the boys and the girls side. They played Heritage Christian, Oak Mountain, and Spain Park, and they've won all of those matches so far. So our boys and girls bowling teams are poised for another big run this year at regional titles, and we're shooting for state titles this year, because they certainly have the talent to do it.
Yes.
And the program, it continues to grow and just get better and better. And so I'm very excited about what our bowling teams are going to accomplish
Year
this
after year, our bowling team never lets us down. They really just go above and beyond every year, and you always hear them scoring like 300 plus points. And when you really think about that, that's so good for bowling.
Oh yes,
It's
yes,
crazy.
yes.
And we've also had some students recently become state level officers, and I mean, that's amazing that not only are they being a leader in our school or in our community, it's also just at the state level.
Yes, and of course we've got multiple students who are in at the state level, are leaders and officers. I will mention 2 today, and I will continue to highlight these students throughout the year, but a couple that I want to make mention that because they have already done some amazing things at the state level. One is Fanny Immaterio, who is a HOSA president and does an amazing job, has went to Washington, D.C. and all over the state, and has really been an excellent representative of Thompson High School, and she has impressed a lot of people with the things that she's done. And then of course the other is Taylor DeSico with JROTC, and she is the president of the state JROTC organization, and she has been an excellent leader at the state level and has represented Thompson High School very well.
Yes,
so both of those
awesome
excellent.
To see what they can do, and especially for like HOSA, that's probably what she wants to do later on in life. So this is just giving her such a head start as she's only a senior in high school and she's already making differences in the health world.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we also have basketball and wrestling coming up, and I'm very excited for those seasons. That's some of the most fun sports we have.
It is, just because it's arena sports, and you know it's one of those where those sports are, the crowd is there, it's exciting, it's just you're in that room, you're in that gym, and we're really hyped about basketball. Actually begins on Tuesday. And so Tuesday and Thursday of this week, and so we're excited about what they've got. But one thing that I will say, if students don't know it already, is if you wear Thompson gear, you get in free this week to the games.
That's
and
awesome.
The girls and the boys, both games. They play at 6 and 7:30, and just excited to get that season tipped off.
Yeah.
So.
Can't wait to see what they do.
Right, and of course wrestling. You know, wrestling is now on their journey to defend their state championship, and so we're very excited to be back in the situation where we're defending a state title, which is, you know, we have such a dominant, really a dynasty type program with our wrestling team and program, and so to be in that role again, defending a state championship, and hey, I'm excited because we've got so many talented wrestlers, and so this weekend they travel to Gulf Shores for the Gulf Clash to get their season officially hit on the mat, I guess you could say, to get started.
I'm really excited to see what they do, especially for our seniors, because so many of them go to the collegiate level with wrestling. I mean, each year I just see more and more go play in college, and so it's really exciting to see how they take off their senior season, because a lot of them will be taking it to the next level.
Absolutely.
That's all for today's Warrior Shoutout. Stay on the lookout for the next shoutout next Wednesday.